how to guarantee yourself the best service at a restaurant. Do you want a flawless, exceptional dining experience? Start with a thank you. If you are truly looking for an exceptional dining experience, realize that your server may be going to school for something else and this is a temporary stop. This may be a situation they don't want and cannot change at the moment. Like you, they may not like their unrealistic boss or their lazy, needy coworkers. Think this is not your problem? Guess again. It's actually your behavior that dictates how successful your dining experience will be. You can actually turn an extraordinarily memorable evening complete with extra gifts and perks into an extremely frustrating experience with just a few words or actions and not even be aware of it. How to piss your waiter off and guarantee yourself bad service? Ask your waiter where he is from or other personal questions. Hold them hostage at your table while trying to decide. Wave. Snap your fingers. Say you're a friend of the owner. Angry waitress. Unless you expect the owner to come out with an apron on and your food in hand, don't say, I know the owner. Even if you know the owner, this sentence is going to be received as a threat. It sounds like a preemptive statement that you will be scrutinizing your server's performance and reporting back to the owner. Try instead asking if Bob, the owner, will be in this evening. It is a better delivery for the subtle name dropping you are trying to accomplish, and your waiter won't hear it as combative. Asking a waiter things like, where are you from? Will probably be considered rude and you don't even know it. Your server is not there for your entertainment, they are there to bring you what you ask. Do yourself a huge favor and leave the personal questions for later, once you have both established a relationship. It is an especially sensitive subject for those who were not born in this country, and asking where they are from highlights cultural differences to a complete stranger. Would you like it if your new customer showed up and said, Hi, you're different? Often your waiter can't even know if you are going to leave a good tip or any tip at all, and they will end up having to go into their pocket to pay support staff for your meal. So starting with a round of 20 personal questions may not be a game you should even start if you want really good service. If you want great service, try one of my tips below instead of offending people you would like to serve you. Often the key to great service is being recognized as a great customer, and the key to that is being recognized. Are you recognized as a great customer, or are you an average customer expecting great service? If you do any of the above, you are likely considered average or worse, and you could be receiving passive/aggressive treatment in return. 3Q9CHG. If you have a go-to for great sushi, a go-to for great steak, and a go-to for great burgers, why not add a go-to for great service? With anything worthwhile, it will take some work on your end. As there are several variables at play, your mission will be to make a few of those variables as constant as possible. But this is a process and will take some effort and perhaps some extra cash on your part depending on how recognized you would like to be. First, pick a restaurant in an affordable price range and then a pricier one for special occasions. Next, schedule your reservations. Make sure you dine early enough that your server is able to focus on you and isn't swamped with diners. Translation: if you are trying to become a recognized customer, don't dine at a time when your server is so busy that he doesn't have time to recognize you. You will be wasting your time. He will not be able to remember you. When you make the reservation, tell the hostess why you want your dinner will be for that is the date, business meeting, friends from out of town, and ask her for the best table for your needs and what that table number would be to request it in the future. A table good for a date probably won't be good for a business meeting, and vice versa, but when you simply make a reservation, there is no way of knowing which you prefer, and you most certainly will be let down a certain percent of the time as a result. You are a smart person. You are reading this page after all. How many times have you begun an evening with a table that was the complete opposite of what you wanted? How many times have you arrived to dinner during peak dining, rush hour, to find every other table taken? Well, guess what? If you don't tell your hostess you need something romantic, she has no reason to hold the romantic corner table for you and will give it to the extremely persistent couple who just walked in before you. She still has a table for you after all, and that's all you asked for. A little communication with her beforehand, and she would have told dozens of couples that the table you are miserable at now was the only one she had available for them, and they would have been thankful. Instead, your night is off to a lousy start because the person on the other end of the phone was not able to read your mind. Now you are frustrated, you feel like, what is the point of a reservation? Things are off to a bad start with your waiter and he has absolutely no idea why. So, you make your reservation, communicated your needs and desires with your hostess. Make sure to remember her name so you can thank her, or if the table isn't what you had in mind, you will want to use her name to request another one. Before you hang up, ask the hostess who is the best waiter and why. Some servers are more efficient and invisible, others have vast wine knowledge, and others take pictures and videos, etc., and make celebrations unique and special. If you just ask for the best server, you won't have a name to go with it, and his style of serving may not be what you are looking for. The more you can give and get from conversations with your hostess, the better prepared your server will be. Now you arrive at the restaurant and are seated at a great table. You already know your server's style, and he already knows the theme for your dinner from what the hostess has told him and can better sense what you are looking for. Now, for something completely different, say, thank you. You will have his full attention, because no one ever does it. They just take for granted that they should start telling a complete stranger what they want, or that they aren't ready to order yet, or what are your specials? Try asterisk thank you instead. There is quite a bit of preparation that goes into the table that you are sitting at and learning about the foods and its ingredients you are going to be asking about. Your server has already been working for you long before you even arrived, and it's a nice, disarming way to start a relationship with a total stranger whose table you are now seated at. The rest of your dining experience should go as expected, but when you are paying the check, if you received everything you were expecting, then tip more than usual. I recommend 25%-30% of the total. Remember, this is part of the process. You can go anywhere and have an average experience and leave an average tip, but this is going to be your go-to for great service and recognition. Here you are going to be known as above average, warranting extra attention because you are generous. If nothing went terribly wrong, your waiter seemed to sense your needs and desires, your personalities didn't clash, and you can see him as your regular server, then thank him by asking to speak with the manager or owner. When he comes to the table, make sure to tell him what a nice experience you have had and how your server really was in tune with what you wanted. Your compliment will go a very long way for a server, and he will really appreciate and remember you for it. Give the manager your business card and tell him why the restaurant and server is perfect for your future business dinners or get-togethers. Be sure to send compliments to the chef and ask for his name. Tell the manager that next time you come in, you would like to meet the chef to thank him personally. Make your next reservation with the manager before you even get up from the table. Ask what table number it is or request a different one. It will be in the computer associated with your phone number every time you call. Thank your hostess by name on the way out. Thank her for taking the time to plan the perfect lunch or dinner with you and listen to what you wanted. These things mean a lot and move you to the top of the list when it comes to priorities. Don't abuse your recognition. Although it is effort on your end, don't mistake it for entitlement and start finger snapping or using a server's name. There is a fine line between a good customer that the entire staff is happy to see and loves showering with VIP perks because it is unexpected, and an arrogant guest who uses the staff's names and kindness against them to create additional work. Those guests will not be welcomed for very long, and all your efforts will be for nothing, and you will only embarrass yourself. For more, call 1-860-248-0988.